Batman and Robin is number one. It's always going to be at the bottom.
I thought that was Batman Returns.
Nah, it was Batman and Robin, the one where like Mr. Freeze is Olympic champion at weightlifting.
That was Batman Returns.
That's Batman and Robin.
That's Batman and Robin, bro.
Oh yeah, that is
George
Batman and
Clooney
Robin.
and,
Yeah, George Clooney.
Yeah, well they just screw Batman up, and that just like that'll all time be the worst movie ever.
But the Watchmen,
Superhero career, but the Watchmen, you know,
Watchmen just might have took that spot.
it just might because I actually was disappointed at that movie.
What was number two?
The number what? The number two movie? Oh man, X-Men 3. X-Men, the third X-Men was like atrocious. They didn't even. Well,
Cyclops died in the first 10 minutes.
No, that actually made the movie good because like that's one like the only X-Men I don't even like. I hate Cyclops. Like out of every X-Men there is, I hate Cyclops. But it should have been like Wolverine's first movie because that's what it was all about. And, you know, I'm a fan of Wolverine, but like
his movie sucked ass. I didn't like his movie.
So Ralph Watchmen. Now we're on the Wolverine.
Now I could talk a little bit about this one because yeah, I pirated the movie. I had the copy with the strings and shit. But I watched the movie. I didn't watch the movie for the special effects and for all the blowing up. I wanted to see the story because I wanted to know if it was worth the $10 to go see it actually, and it wasn't. I mean, first of all, they butchered Deadpool completely.
Yeah, Deadpool is like Rogue. He has everybody's
Deadpool
powers.
apparently gets everybody's powers. I mean, he got Cyclops' lasers, he can teleport, he can heal, and for some odd reason, the nigga got swords in his arms. Now, I don't know how you get swords in your arms, but a guy that I watch YouTube videos quoted that very great. There's a difference between like being Wolverine and having claws and being Baraka from Mortal Kombat. and I mean, it's the truth.
They just.
And then,
I actually like enjoyed. I did enjoy the movie. I don't think the movie is like bottom trash. I think
it's
a
mediocre.
It is a mediocre movie. The storyline was butchered, but I think they did a lot with the movie. I liked it. They stuck to developing Wolverine and all that. That was actually nice.
But
when if you know comics and you know Wolverine's story, you know Deadpool's new story, then it's not one of the movies where I would recommend you to go to see because you're going to be definitely disappointed.
And as far as development, it seemed like Wolverine was the only character they really did develop.
Yeah, but then again, whose movie is it?
I mean, but like, don't you think like they could have developed some of the supporting characters, but there weren't any supporting characters. First of all, like everybody died.
But they showed my favorite X-Men of all time in that movie. Gambit.
3 minutes.
I don't care if it was for 2 minutes. It was. If they would have put Gambit and Watchmen, I would have liked the movie. If they had put Gambit, if they had just had Gambit and Watchmen, just like throw a few cards to the blue dude, and I'd have been, and maybe put some clothes on, I'd have liked the movie.
Hold on. Will I am? I'm sorry, but you got played.
I mean,
you got played.
Yeah,
you
man.
was beating up like all your little stuff, but then it was just like,
and then,
I didn't know you
like,
had that.
They let Sabretooth just straight own him. Like,
yeah,
come
Sabretooth
on,
is not God.
And then Sabretooth was like too smart in that movie. He's got to be like one of the dumbest
He up there with Juggernaut
in the world.
Juggernaut wasn't exactly dumb.
Next movie.
Yeah, but
he just ran
next
in the
movie.
bathroom.
No.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball was going to be my next movie because and before everybody jumped down my throat, you know, and started yelling at the movie, this is a great movie. Before you say anything, listen to what the movie says. This movie is not Dragon Ball Z. It is not. If you go into this thinking that this movie is Dragon Ball Z, you're going to be disappointed. The movie is Dragon Ball.
It says it in the name.
It says it. It's not Dragon Ball Z. Don't expect Vegeta. Don't expect all that other stuff. It is Dragon Ball.
Kakarot.
Yes, it's Dragon Ball.
I mean,
with that said, the only problem
was they didn't have Krillin.
Is that
was the only
that's
thing
the only
that
problem with that
wasn't
movie.
really nice about it.
And you got to be honest, Krillin dies anyway in mostly everything. So it
wasn't really a point.
It wasn't. Yeah, it really wasn't a point. But this movie, it was an excellent movie. In my opinion, this movie was really good. you have to go into it with an open mind. You have to go in there knowing that it wasn't Dragon Ball Z, because if you expect Dragon Ball Z,
You're gonna be sad.
you're gonna be upset.
Dragon Ball wasn't really about. I didn't watch Dragon Ball, so I'm not really a fan. But from what I've heard, Dragon Ball was not about the fight.
Nah.
Dragon Ball Z was just all out ass kicking type movie. Dragon Ball was more about developing the story of the Dragon Ball.
Exactly.
Fighting Piccolo and all of that.
Yeah.
And the movie did all of that. It developed the story. You know, Goku met his future wife and everything.
And all that.
They developed Yamcha, Roshi, Grandpa Gohan had a little fight scene. And I mean, it developed everybody a nice amount. And I mean, they even had the Great Ape Goku.
Yeah. Now they did
that was
dumb
a
it
little
down
far-fetched,
a little bit,
they
but it
had
was
that.
doable. You know, it was a nice pace for the movie. I really do think I recommend that movie to anybody who liked the Dragon Ball. If you like the Dragon Ball, go see that movie. Go in with an open mind and make sure you don't say, "Well, I'm looking for Dragon Ball Z," because if you're looking for Dragon Ball Z,
You're not gonna get it.
you're not gonna like it. You're gonna hate it.
And if you don't know what Dragon Ball is, you're looking at it on the broadcasting website. So type it in.
And,
Search for Dragon Ball, man.
yeah, that's all you gotta do. But other than that,
Search for
and
it.
these are 3 movies that we reviewed today. Thumbs up. Well, I give thumbs up to Dragon Ball Z. I give thumbs up to Wolverine. Watchmen, throw it away. I can't even give you a thumbs. It's like a waste of my time. It already wasted 3 hours out of my life. It just wasted about 7 minutes me sitting here talking about it. But that movie sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're gonna be back with gaming. So if y'all, bar should be over there or over there. So
go
it
sit
should be
down,
in the line
yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah.
Say game.
Deuces.